What is up, y'all? It's your boy Charles Arnaz World, checking in. Rest in peace to Carl Weathers. Carl Weathers, many people know him from the Rocky series. He played Apollo Creed in the Rocky series back in the 80s, 70s and the 80s, right? Yeah, I think, yeah, they killed off Apollo Creed's character, I believe in 1988 or 89. Might have been earlier than that, maybe 87. Don't quote me. Y'all can look it up. But he was a big figure in the Rocky franchise and in the movies. And he made that Apollo Creed character was I would say, is a legendary movie character. Next to, be that as it may, people talk shit about, Stallone, but he's made black characters like memorable figures in movie history. Clubber Lang, Mr. T's character, and also Apollo Creed, and then now with Creed's son, Adonis Creed. So Rocky has made historical black characters in his movie franchises. Although Creed he didn't write it, but he created the character of Apollo Creed. Then my boy from what's his name? Damn it, I met him too. Real cool brother, the director of Black Panther. I forgot his name. Damn, I forgot the brother's name. Anyway, he took Creed. He took took the Creed thing and made it his own. But it's Rocky's characters that he created. And then, oh boy, what is his damn name? Google it. Ryan Coogler. Yeah. So, but anyway, back to Carl Weathers, man. Damn. Carl Weathers, man. Damn, 76 years old. I got a story about Carl Weathers. I met him when I was working for TMZ. They sent us out to get celebrities. When I used to work with them, they used to send us out. This is probably about maybe 10 years ago. I was in my early 30s. And I met him. He was leaving this office building, and we was there to shoot somebody else, and everybody was like, oh shit, that's Apollo Creed, Carl Weathers. And I was like, oh shit, wait, because I'd never met him in person. And then so a bunch of older photographers that knew who he was ran over to him and started shooting him. TMZ, of course, started shooting him. And of course, we started shooting whatever. And they actually ended up using that clip. But he was really nice, man. But I remember we was at that time, Carl Weathers he's 70. He passed away at 76. That was about 10 years ago. So he was about 66 years old when we shot him that particular day. And older man. And we was all in our early 30s. And I remember we was shooting him, and he was just walking. He had a very purposeful, I noticed how he walked. He walked with purpose. He had a very purposeful stride about him when he walked. You know what I'm saying? He walked with he walked like an action character. He walked like Action Jackson. He walked like these characters that he played. I remember he was walking. But I remember it was me and another photographer, Dutch. Dutch was there. Shout out to Dutch. And he was like, we was trying to keep up with him while he was just walking. And we were outwinded. We was like asking questions, like, damn. And then finally we let him go, and he walked onto his car. And I remember me and Dutch was like, that motherfucker was moving. To be 66, 67 years old, he was just walking, just a normal, but he had a fast-paced walk. And he wasn't doing it to try to, not because he didn't want to talk to us. He was talking to us, but he was just doing it normally. That's how he walked. And we were just realize we realized right then how out of shape we were. Because we were just trying to keep up with him walking. We were like running. He was just walking. Just had a fast stride about him when he was walking. And after we let him go, he's all right, Carl, all right, man, big ears. He thanks y'all, thank y'all, whatever, God bless y'all. And he went on by his business. We was like, damn, that fool is in shape. We was like, we couldn't eat. We are 30 years younger than this man, and we're out breath. We're breathing all hard. We're breathing hard, like, like, damn, we trying to keep up with that. You know what I'm saying? Now, granted, I was about 30 pounds bigger then, too. I was fatter. But, which I gotta get back on my shit. I done gained 15 pounds. Y'all can tell in my face, I done gained 15. I done gained 15 of those pounds back. But, we just was like, damn, that fool is in shape. to be 66, 67 years old, and he wasn't even sweating. He didn't break a sweat when he was walking. He was walking. And like I said, he wasn't even trying to outrun us. He wasn't trying to get away from us. He was engaging with us. It was like me and four other paparazzi that knew who he was and started shooting him. And matter of fact, I believe Entertainment Tonight was there too, because we was there for something else, but he happened he was there going to the bank, I believe, up the street, and he just was walking to his car, and somebody noticed, like, that's Apollo Creed, and everybody, oh shit, because we all grew up on Apollo, we all grew up on Rocky. I can't help but I keep looking at myself, but the camera's right here. But anyway, this vlogging shit is new to me, but I just noticed we was like, that man is in shape at 67 years old. Cause he didn't break a sweat, but he had a fast pace about him. And we were like, we videotaping, trying to keep, yeah, Carl, da, da, da. And he answering our questions, da, da, da. Yeah, you know what I do when we first did Rocky, da, da, da. He talking to us. He talked to us for about a good, cause he parked far. He talked to us for about a good 5 minutes. We got a good 5-minute interview out of him. But we was like, that man is in shape. That made us realize how full of shit we were. We 30 years younger than this man, and he just walking, not even breaking. He ain't breaking not one sweat, and we up here just trying to walk fast to keep up with him. I was like, man, but I was like, well, hell, look at all the movies he did. He's ripped every movie. Action Jackson, classic film. That movie is slept on. I always said that they should redo Action Jackson. They should redo Action Jackson and have maybe Michael B. Jordan play Action Jackson and maybe have him play his father, so that way they can actually be in a movie together. I think that'd be dope. But because and he couldn't be his father in Creed because he had passed away. He had passed away in the Rocky IV. But anyway, yeah, Action Jackson is one of my favorite movies. Came out that came out after the success of Rocky IV. They gave him, after he passed away, he got the deal to play Action Jackson in Action Jackson. But he played a cop in that. Badass movie. He was ripped as fucking that movie too. He was in his 40s and that movie came out. But rest in peace to Carl Weathers, man. Damn, man. That's when you know. I was listening to Aries Spears. He was like, man, that's when you know you're getting old. When you start seeing people that you grew up with start to pass on, and then you start to be in their age group that they were 25, 30 years ago, when you was watching them as a teenager or as a kid. You're now their age, and now they're passing on. And you like, damn, so now you on the deck of the, you know what I'm saying? But, because you got to think, they was in their 30s and 40s and stuff, and they was doing those movies in the 80s and the 90s. You know what I'm saying? Now they're passing on, you know? Jim Brown, and Jim Brown was he was like 90 almost. He lived a good long life. Damn, Carl, I would have thought Carl Weathers, going back to what I was saying, I would have thought Carl Weathers would have lived to be older than that. Because that man was in shape at 67 years old. Even how he looked. He had a little, he had his gray and everything. But the way he was just walking, like that man, you just can tell how he was walking. He worked out. Like, he worked out religiously, even in his older age. You can tell how he was, it's a certain move, it's a certain walk that a man that works out all the time does. Because I had a homeboy that grew up in my neighborhood. They played football. They work out all the time. It's a certain walk and a certain fastness, pace that the average man who don't walk out, i.e. us, we was breathing all hard, don't have. And so him passing away at 76, I'm like, really, Carl Weathers? Even though that's old, that's when you start to kind of, leave here. But, people don't realize, man, people used to live long. People used to live up in their hundreds before all these chemicals started getting in the air, when everything was all natural. Nothing was if you had to go out and hunt and kill your own food, people were living to be 120, 125, 130. 76 was young. That was like that was middle age back in the day. You was 76 years old. Now that's their life expectancy, 76, 80, especially for black men and men in general, you know what I mean? But I just thought that Carl Weathers would have lived to be older, being that he was in such good shape when I met him 10 years ago. But yeah, man, real nice guy, man. They say a lot of times you don't want to meet your heroes because you might be disappointed. But he was everything that You know, he was a you tell that whole old school Hollywood. You know, and plus, Carl, you know, why would he be an asshole? He probably ain't had 4 paparazzis walk him down the street since the Rocky days, since the 80s. So he probably loving it. Like, oh shit, the camera's on me. You know what I'm saying? So he was really cool with us. But damn, rest in peace to Carl Weathers, man. Another part, like I said, another part of my childhood gone. Michael, Prince, Carl Weathers. Who else? If somebody else has passed away, Gary Coleman, all these people I grew up with when I was a little kid watching TV in the 80s, they passing on now, you know what I'm saying? But hey, what y'all think about Carl? Show me what's y'all favorite Carl Weathers movie, man? What's y'all memories of Carl Weathers as a kid, y'all older people, you know, even some of y'all young people who learned about Carl Weathers through y'all dad, who maybe used to watch Rocky and stuff. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Give me a thumbs up button, y'all. Appreciate it.